Okay, I'm going to show you how to build a meal from scratch. This is a simple process, so pay attention. First thing we're going to do is go to a category. It doesn't matter which category you choose, but select a category. We'll choose lunch, and we're going to scroll to the very bottom of the screen. We're going to choose Create a New Meal tab, and we're going to start by selecting the category that we want to build from, lunch. We'll add the new ingredient. Now remember, when adding an ingredient, we're going to be picking the protein and fat sources of the meal first. So if you're not familiar with what proteins and fats are, you will become familiar in time. But this is all part of the learning process, so don't shy away from it. Embrace it, and keep at it until you feel more comfortable with the different categories of foods, proteins, carbs, and fats. Now notice when you add your first ingredient to a new meal, the target values for that meal will come up, and so these are the numbers we're going to try to balance with. So we need, it says we need 28 grams of protein. We're going to change the 16 to 28. That automatically bounces it out to 4 ounces of turkey. That gives me 28 and 9 on 12, which is close enough to 12. All I need to do now is add the fiber and sugar carbs, which are going to be the broccoli and the rice in this example. So as we add the fiber carb, we'll bring this down into the framework. There we go. We're going to choose broccoli, and broccoli it is. Didn't quite give me what I wanted there. Here we go. And hello broccoli. There we go. Add. All right. We'll roll that to a 3-ounce serving. And now we'll add the rice. Now I'm going to choose a whole grain or a brown jasmine or basmati rice, whichever you prefer is fine, but use a whole grain rice instead of a bleached or processed rice like a minute rice. Won't have any minerals or vitamins in it to speak of. We'll go with 1 3/4 servings. Now I only know that because I'm a 30-year veteran in doing this, so as you get more accustomed to building these meal plans and so forth, you'll find that this becomes second nature. The simple process is that when you understand that your whole objective in building a meal is to balance these target numbers, and you get familiar with the different kinds of foods, proteins, carbs, and fats, you'll find that this is a simple process, and there's nothing to it. We're going to name the meal. All right, turkey, rice, and broccoli. We'll save it. All right, now saving the meal will automatically put that into the meal category of lunch, and there's the meal that we just built. Now we're going to add it to the My Meal Plans file by putting a check mark in that little box. And so when we go to the My Meal Plans file, like so, there will the meal be. Voila. All right, simple process. And again, remember, when you're building a meal, editing a meal, always work to balance the complete protein. In fact, I'll show you a real quick example here. When you add an ingredient on the pop-up window, it says add your meal's target values. Oh, pardon me, it says all your meal's target values have been met. So in a new meal, it would say be certain to balance your protein and fat values first, and then add your carbohydrate values. It's just something I want to add as a side note, but it's a simple process, and you can always go back and fix anything that you didn't get right the first time. You can't hurt anything, so don't worry about that. And just keep at it until you get it exactly how you want it. Remember, if you have questions, send any questions to info@intrafitt.com or give us a call at 888-212-6622. We'll be happy to help you.